everyone, it's Sammy from Sammy's Sweet Life, and I did actually just finish up filming my home gym tour, talking about it, letting you guys know some of the information about it, and yeah, I'm so excited to share that with you guys. Be looking for that very soon. I'll be editing that one very soon, but in the meantime, we are doing a pillow chat today, and I am heated, guys. I am fiery about this one. So this one will be a little bit of a rant, but it won't be a health rant. It will be a Peloton rant. So get ready, grab your tea, whatever you want. We're going to talk numbers. There is a rumor for the price of the Peloton Row, which I'm just flabbergasted by, and that's where the rant starts. But that's mainly what we're going to talk about is the Peloton Row, the rumors, some information about it. I also have some things that I want to discuss as far as my personal working out, so we'll talk about that stuff as well. But first, we're just going to talk Peloton Row. So Pillow Buddy posts lots of the rumor information, and I don't know where their sources come from. I don't know. They do their thing. They know lots of information, and their rumored amount for the Peloton Row is going to be priced at rumored. This is alleged. The price will be $31.95. That is $3,195. So basically $3,200 when you include tax, and gosh, if they have a delivery fee on top of that, we're talking a lot of money, like well over $3,200. So I have lots of thoughts about this, and none of them are positive. Let's just put it like that. And now we'll start ranting. So I'm shocked. I expected it to be in line with the Hydro, which is $2,500. If Peloton wants to be competitive and they actually want to sell their freaking rowers, they're gonna have to price them a little bit more competitively, because a lot of people will not pay that. First of all, just on principle, like it is $700 more than like the top of the line rowers. WTF, that's too much extra. So I am not pleased with that. I will not purchase it at that price. I think that is absolutely absurdly ridiculous for that price. But yeah, I'm already knee deep into the Peloton ecosystem. I'm not gonna like switch brands or anything over something like this, but I will not purchase it at that price. I was really expecting it to be under $3,000. I was really expecting it to be just a touch over the Hydro price, and I was willing to pay that, but not $700 over the Hydro price, guys. And then the Olympic athletes use the Concept 2 rower, which is $1,000. It's your basic rower. It doesn't have a big giant fancy screen, so I know it's not comparable exactly, but that thing's $1,000. You could buy 3 of those for the price of one of these Peloton rowers. Like, that is absurd. So I'm just really heated about it. I think it's a really, really dumb move. The Peloton bread and butter money-making thing from Peloton is the subscription service. I understand if you have more than one piece of equipment, I could see the price going up by like $5 or $10 a month or something, and have a tiered thing. Like if you have one Peloton equipment, it's the $44 or whatever. If you have 2 pieces of equipment, it's $48 or $50. If you have the 3 pieces of equipment, it's $52. You know, like tier it so you add a little bit more per piece of equipment. I would totally be game for that. I think that's an idea that they could throw around. I know people would be angry about it, but I could see that being a reasonable thing. But you don't charge like the absolute ridiculously over the top price for your equipment and expect to get a lot of new customers. Like, that's people who are going to buy that are Peloton loyal people who already own the other stuff, and you're not going to make extra on their subscription. So I don't understand this price point. Like, if you want to bring in new people, you're introducing an entirely new set of people, because some people like rowers and like rowing classes, and some people haven't pulled the trigger on one yet. Well, they're not going to at $3,200 when they can go and get a Concept 2 for $1,000 and with no monthly subscription. Like, I don't understand. This is absurd. I think it's a really, really, really dumb marketing slash sales slash money-making tool. Like, your equipment is not going to be where you get the most money, because people are only going to buy one piece of equipment. They're only going to buy one rower, but they'll have that monthly fee forever, pretty much. That's where you're going to get people, and that's where you're going to hook people into your ecosystem. But if the equipment itself is a barrier to get people hooked, you're in trouble. You know, that's why Peloton stock sucks right now. It's like decisions like this, where you're going to make the equipment that astronomically expensive that most people cannot afford it, and most people don't want to pay for it. You're going to lose a lot of your customer base. I know so many people under the Pillow Buddy video and on all the Facebook groups, they are totally bashing Peloton for this. They're like, you know, we got the money. I've saved up for this rower for years. I am not going to spend $3,200 on a rower. that's kind of where I am. We could drop $3,200. It would not be like easy. It's not like we're made of money and we can make it rain, but we have that in our checking account ready to go. I could spend that money on this Peloton rower. I choose not to because that's absurd. Like that's way too much money. When you're talking, the Hydro is $2,500 and this is way more than $500 more. It's absurd. Like I could buy a Concept 2, I could buy 3 Concept 2s and have 3 rowers if I wanted to for the price of one of these things. So I personally am choosing not to buy at that price. And I really hope, this is my real hope, like I'm hoping for this one. I really hope that this is just to get a feel. Like I hope Peloton released this amount, like this is what we're kind of toying around with, this $3,200. I want to see people's reaction. So they've released this rumor and people are like ready to burn down places, you know, because of this price. Like this is absurd. People are angry. There's very few people that are like, yeah, it's good. I'll buy it. No big deal. Most people are like, I'm gonna go buy a Concept 2. I'm gonna go buy a Hydro. Like lots of people are saying, I'll just go buy a cheap rower. Like I'm not buying this. So I'm hoping they see that and they're like, okay, that price is too high. Let's drop it to something like $2,500, $2,700, which is what I kind of expected it to be. I expected it to be right in line with the Hydro because it is a big, nice, fancy rower with a nice, big, fancy screen. And I expected it to be in that line, like $2,700, maybe $2,800, but well under the $3,000 mark. That's what I was expecting. And I have the money ready to go, guys. Like if it's under $3,000, I'm purchasing the thing. So I'm really hoping that that's all it is it's a rumor. It's an incorrect rumor. They were kind of like testing the waters and they realized, oh, SHIT, people are not gonna buy this rower at this price. So they're gonna drop the price a little bit. So hopefully that's the case. The market is flooded with tons and tons of different types of rowers. So Peloton's super late to this game. They've been rumoring this for years and it's taken a lot of years to get here. And so I'm just really disappointed that their pricing isn't more competitive. Like if you're trying to hook all these people, a lot of people already mentioned they already had a Concept 2 because they waited for years for Peloton to do this. So what is going to make those people jump and buy your equipment? It's got to be really dang good. It's got to be really dang awesome. And it's got to be competitively priced. And they just missed the mark all around if that's the true price. And like I said, I'm hoping it's a joke. I'm hoping it's not real. And it really is more like $2,700 so that I can purchase one because I'm not paying that much money. That's really where they lost me. Like anything over $3,000 is absurd. Absurd, and it's just an insult to all those people who've been waiting for years for this. So I'm heated for everybody who's waited and they see that price and they're like, nope. Anyway, so that is the main rumor, is the pricing rumor, but there's also a rumor there was something that they released. It had 3 different people and you could just see a little bit of their faces, and it is rumored that it's 3 professional rowers. We got Alex Karwoski. This is the one I didn't want to say last week because I knew I was going to butcher it, but I'll put the names up on the screen. That one, his last name, not sure I did that right. Ashley Pryor and Katie Wang. Those are the 3 Peloton rumored instructors. So, you know, they're professional rowers. I'm all for that. I'm excited to see the content. I'm excited for Adrian Williams to be a rower. I'm really excited if they have Matt Wilpers be a rower, and I can't wait to see who else goes into the rowing. But that's exciting that they're bringing in new instructors and everything. But yeah, the price of it is not good. And I was looking at the prices of other things. So we're going to compare it to some of the like main competition here. First of all, Concept 2, it's Olympic grade. It's what everybody uses, like the super true athletes. They use the Concept 2. It's $1,000. It doesn't come with a big screen. It just has the little screen with metrics on it. So you have to get something else to hold a tablet if you're going to do like, you know, Peloton app classes. So this would be like the super budget option. You could get the Concept 2, you can buy their $25 iPad holder, or you can buy a third-party phone mount that looks really awesome. I saw this on Dark Horse Rowing. It is $16.99. It's just right off of Amazon. You could purchase either one of those, and then if you already have a phone, you're good. If you want a tablet, you could buy the top of the line, like the best of the best, iPad Pro for $1,000.99. Guys, I did my research for this video. So you're looking at basically $2,000 to get like a brand new iPad that you could do anything with. It's a big, that's the biggest size, the big screen. You could run the apps on that and get the Concept 2 and you're like out $2,000. So that's a pretty good option. If you already had a phone or already had an iPad, you're out $1,000 and then whatever mount you want, like the $25 for the tablet mount or the $16.99 for the phone mount. So you're like basically right over $1,000 and using whatever app that you want. The other thing is the Hydro, and this is one that also has its own subscription. So if you're already in the Peloton system, I would recommend probably not going with a Hydro because you're gonna have 2 subscriptions, and their subscription is $38 a month. So if you bought the top of the line Hydro for $2,500, you would basically break even with the price of the Peloton rower in 18 months because you'd have to add that additional subscription onto it. And in 18 months, you'd break even, and it would be worth it to just buy the $3,200 overpriced machine. Overpriced so badly. If you buy the cheaper Hydro, you break even in 44 months, like adding that extra subscription on along with the price of the cheaper Hydro, which is $1,500. A little under 4 years, you'd be at the same place as just buying the actual expensive rower. So those are options. The Nordic Track also uses iFit, so they have a subscription fee of $39 a month, and the top of the line Nordic Track rower is $1,800. So guys, we're seeing a very good trend. The other rowers are very, very much less than the $3,200 rumored price tag for the Peloton rower. And then Ergata is another one of the popular companies. Their top of the line rower is $2,500, right in line with the Hydro, and their subscription fee is only $29 a month. So that is also an option that is still cheaper than the Peloton rower. So you're seeing a theme here that the Peloton rower is astronomically priced. They better really wow me with like how much better they are than every other rower out there, because that price is steep, guys, just way too steep. So you have lots of other options for rowers. I would probably go Concept 2 over any of the other ones that are gonna add a subscription service on, because I already pay the Peloton subscription. I'm not gonna pay for another subscription as well. So I would go Concept 2 and pay $1,000, buy a tablet mount and a phone mount so I can use either one and call it good. So yeah, I'm super disappointed in their pricing. I do have to go pick up one of my kiddos right now, but I will come back and finish up this video and talk about my personal experiences this week. Okay, it's a little bit later, and that is all I had to say about my rant. Again, like, it's my own rant, my own thoughts. I'm not a CEO of a very large, successful company that's slowly imploding, so what do I know? Maybe they needed more focus groups. Seems like they didn't have focus groups if they're running that price by people. I think people would have shrieked. Yeah, they need more focus groups. They need more opinions of everyday, regular old people. If they want to keep like bringing new people in, they're gonna have to do better than $3,200 for a rower. But anyway, enough ranting. I'm trying to move on from there. We're gonna talk more happy things. Power Zone Challenge. I finished up week 2. I got platinum, which means you finish all of your rides plus what they're calling an accelerator, which is just, they have either a suggestion for you sometimes or just any 30-minute Peloton class. It counts for that. Both first 2 weeks, I did all 3 of my rides. It's a 45-minute, a 45-minute, and then a 60-minute, and then that accelerator is the 30-minute class. Whatever you want. It doesn't have to be a cycling ride. It can be whatever you want. So I did cycling for my 30-minute things, and both weeks I got platinum, and then we moved into week 3, which is my current week, and because I had a medical procedure yesterday, just like minor thing, I'll talk about like lady problem updates soon, but because I was having that procedure and I wasn't sure I was going to be on exercise restriction, I thought I might as well finish all my rides. And so I'm already platinum for week 3, and I'm very proud. I got all of them done just back to back. I did 45 minutes one day, the next day I did the other 45 minutes, the next day I did the 60-minute, and then the next day I did the 30-minute, and got it all done. And one of the reasons I wanted to push so hard and get it all done was, first, I didn't know how I would feel or how I'd react to the procedure, so I wanted to make sure I got my platinum. I'm trying to get platinum every week of the 6-week Power Zone Challenge. I'll link to the Power Zone group down below for you guys. And I'm just really proud that I got it done. But this week I did not stick with their zone levels. So I'm gonna repeat some of this from every week when I'm talking about Power Zone, but the basic gist of it is you don't necessarily look at the resistance and the cadence. They don't call out resistance and cadence numbers in the rides. They call out zone numbers. So you get a zone level 1 through 7, 7 being the hardest. And they call those out to you and you stay in that zone for however long they say. So sometimes it's smaller things like 2 minutes in zone, whatever. And sometimes it's longer things where one of my rides happened to have 2 different 9-minute long zone things. So they're getting progressively harder week to week. So week 3 was definitely a little bit harder. And I wanted to get them all done also because I'm doing a Summiit PeloFondo event. It's not the PeloFondo like your distance. This is called a climb event. So there are metrics on this, and it really depends on your FTP, which is something you take a 20-minute FTP test to get your level, and that's how you get your zone bar too, is it's based off of that number you get for your FTP output. So I have my number, it's like 127 or something like that. The climb event is based off of your FTP, so you can estimate your FTP or you can actually have the tested FTP, and that was mine. And so my climb metrics, I'll show stuff up on the screen as I'm talking, but my climb metrics are stay under 70 cadence, which is not super duper fast, and also stay above a certain output. It was like 85 output. So that's your averages. You're trying to stay under one thing, over one thing. And so you have to pump up your resistance, which is like a climb, like heavier pedaling up, but slower. So you slow down your legs, bump up your resistance, and that's how you get that higher output while maintaining your slow speed. So I did that for all of my power zone challenges, but my first 45 had a lot of like zone 4s. So I tried to stay within my zones for that ride and still like sort of get a graph, but I never went down to like zone 1s and 2s because I was trying to pump the resistance up to get more climb elevation. Vertical feet is what it's based on. So I'm doing the Hawaiian mountain. I can't even pronounce it. I'm gonna put it down on the screen, not even try, because I just messed up, fumbled it a bunch of times. But it's 10,000 vertical feet. There's different varying ones. I picked the beginner level, the smallest elevation climb, and it's still a lot. Like at first, it was estimating it was gonna take me 10 hours to finish it, and we have 1 week to do it. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to bump up my resistance and my output a little bit more. And then as you bump up your resistance, you'll see there's a bar at the bottom that says beginner, something expert, and I ended up getting expert the whole time so far. I have to keep my output above 103 to get that. But again, I'm keeping my resistance higher, my cadence lower to get that output number to be 103. And it's hard, guys. It's hard to keep your resistance up for extended periods of time. So I think the first day I did it, I think was Sunday of last week, and I did a 30-minute, and then I did a 45, 45, 60, 30. And that's what I've done so far for the climb. And I still have a little ways to go. I'll show up on the screen like the various different climbs as my elevation climbs. I still have like 2,100 vertical feet to go, which it's saying is going to take me about an hour. So I'm feeling good. I'm definitely going to take it a little bit lighter because of my medical lady thing yesterday. But I'm still going to try to do at least a 30-minute tonight. And if I'm feeling good, I'll add another 15 or 30 onto that and hopefully finish up the climb tonight. I do have until the 17th to do it. So I've got a little bit longer to go, but I'm really hoping to get it done because I really want to buy the climb medal and I really want to buy one of the climb t-shirts or tank tops, whatever. It has climb, it's got like this really pretty mountain scene on it, but I want to earn it. I want to make sure I like finish the climb and get the little award for the climb. So next week I'll report back for you guys in this PeloChat video how it went. But so far so good. I was really proud of myself. My 60-minute climb, I don't know what happened. I got really in the zone and just pushed it the whole time. Did not stay within my power zone challenge zones. I was like in 4 and 5 and up quite a bit, but he got out of the saddle a bunch. I think he was calling out zone 4 things. Whenever he said out of the saddle with zone 3 or zone 4, I got out of the saddle like the whole 60-minute and cranked up my resistance as high as I could take it. And he was doing a lot of out of the saddle. So I was really just like breathing heavy. I was joking with Johnny and my bestie, and I was like, I totally had an out-of-body experience taking this ride. I was really just, I don't know, something was going on with me, and I just gave it everything I freaking had. And there was one song he played and I almost like just started bawling, totally lost it. All my emotions were going wild. It was just a whole entire body experience, like out-of-body experience, total emotional experience, and really got into the music, totally got the runner's high at some point and just finished it. And I beat my 60-minute PR by 50 points. Like, it was big. I don't know exactly what the points were, but it was big. And I was just shocked that I could do that. Like, I was just in the zone and nailed it and was really proud of myself after that one. I was like, dang, I just did that. I felt super powerful. I felt awesome afterwards because I had that runner's high from just this intense experience, and I was really proud. So that was my main thing, is I finally got a PR. I have not PR'd in a really long time. I got some PRs during one of the PeloFondos really a while back. I don't know which one, but I haven't gotten one or anywhere near one since in the zone that day, and was really proud of myself. And then I took it easy. I did a ride yesterday. It was just a 30-minute ride, and today I'll probably do a 30-minute. And if I can do it, I'll do more and hopefully finish that challenge. But that's pretty much all of the like news I have for that. I really like the Power Zone challenge. I thought in the beginning that it was really tough, and now it's starting to become a little bit easier as the weeks get harder. I feel like I'm up for the challenge more and more, and I really like, you know, having the rides to pick out, having the motivation from the group, and also being able to check mark things off. Now she changed the app to where you can auto complete, like once it syncs your rides, it will auto check your boxes. And I was like, no, I want to check my own box, like sync it and be like, yes, I did it. Check mark the box and get the credit for it that way instead of it like automatically doing it, because I'm just that kind of person. I want to check everything off my list. I've officially made it through halfway since I already got platinum for this week 3, but I'm really enjoying it. I think I will stick with doing more Power Zone challenges, but with this Power Zone challenge and cycling so much, I'm not doing a whole lot of anything else. You guys know with the migraine issues, I did not want to do much resistance training to begin with, but because I'm riding so much, especially this week, I have not gone to mom's group, even though there have been some days that I could, and I also haven't done any resistance training at home pretty much. I've done a couple of those arms and light weights, but this week with doing all of the Power Zone things back to back and trying to get up this mountain, like, you know, it's a made up thing. It's not, I'm really not climbing a mountain, obviously, but it's simulating that. With this, it's like I'm doing all the fitness that I can possibly do right now, all the working out I can possibly do. This is taking up all of it, all of that energy, and I'm just doing the climb this week. I'll get back to some resistance training and adding things in again next week after this, but it's taken all of my efforts right now to do the cycling. But anyway, that wraps up this video. That's all I have to talk about. I just really wanted to talk about all the rowing stuff, and I'm just disappointed in that being the rumored price. I'm really hoping they realize how dumb it is and lower the price, because their bread and butter is going to be that subscription money. They really need to rethink this plan. So hopefully they do. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys like it. I have links and stuff down in the description box for you guys. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe so you can follow me along. I've been trying to do these PeloChats every week, and as more rower information comes out, I will definitely be sharing my thoughts for that in these videos. So stick around and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.